Thanks for watching Absolute Marketing. This is Elizabeth Pampalone. Today I want to talk to you about working your database. So when you have had clients in the past and you've created a small database for yourself, whether it's an email marketing database or maybe just your regular client database, I recommend, and I do this for myself all the time, at least once or twice a year, to go through your list and reach out to people you've already had as clients in the past. Maybe they came to a course that you did. Maybe they visited your site and downloaded a freebie. They were showing interest in some way. And by being clients, I mean they've purchased from you. And purchases can be free things. When someone gives you their email and you give them a product in return for it, they've basically purchased your product, your free product, with their email address. So if you have a list of those people and you can contact them in kind of a little bubble, if you will, and just contact those people, those individuals who downloaded your product, then you can actually maybe upsell them to your next level product. Maybe it's $10 or $50 or even $100. And this can really give you some insight into who's still interested in that product, why they downloaded that, and maybe you can start some conversations that way. This is what I do whenever I see some sales starting to slump or I see a slow time approaching. I'll actually just go back to my database and start working that. It's a lot easier to sell someone you've already sold than it is to start with a brand new prospect who doesn't know you at all. So another thing that I've done is I go back through my client list, and I'll go back up to 2 to 3 years in most cases. And when I go back through my client list, I actually don't just email these people. With my other list, I might email them because that's how we communicated initially, right? They gave me their email and I gave them a ebook or a product. But these other people, I've actually had interactions with. I've actually had personal conversations with them. We might have worked together on an in-a-day session, and we had like a lot of time we spent together. And even if we spent only a little bit of time together, we've interacted in person. And so for these folks, I actually approach it totally differently. I will actually call them on the phone and leave them a message. Not to say, hey, it's Elizabeth, I have something to sell you today. Would you like to buy it? That's not the way I'm going with this conversation. I actually start with, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while, and I wanted to see how you are. And a lot of times I just leave it at that. Sometimes I'll send an email if I don't get a phone call response. Maybe they don't answer the phone, or I leave them a voicemail. I just say that. It's Elizabeth. With Absolute Marketing, I just wanted to let you know that I've been thinking about you. I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Call me back and let's catch up. That is it. I am not there to sell them anything. I'm not there to resell them something or upsell them on anything. I want to know how they're doing. And this is true. I do want to know how they're doing. Do I have ulterior motives? Sometimes. But at the same time, opening up that dialogue again after it's been closed down for a while is really, really helpful. Now, sometimes my clients tell me that they've had really hard times and they really haven't had, much luck with their marketing. And in those cases, most of the time, I'll just give them some free advice, give them a little bit of free coaching. But if they do say, my business is going really well, but I'm struggling in this area, or I got stuck on this one thing and I wondered if you had any advice, I'll either give them some free advice, I might point them to a course that I've done on that exact topic, or I'll even offer to do some coaching for them, maybe at a discount because they are a former client, or tell them about some kind of group coaching program I have. Sometimes people tell me, hey, I am so glad you called. I actually was thinking about you and I've been meaning to call you because. And so I've opened up that dialogue when they were just thinking about it and they weren't taking action on it. And I'm able to help them to kind of get that action started and help them to actually achieve a goal that they've been meaning to do, whether it was a year of social media or get their email marketing list going. So these phone calls and emails that I use to reach out to my existing database, people who've already purchased from me, this is not, salesy, it's not cheesy, it's not, kind of in that sleazy car salesman kind of way. It's actually to reopen the dialogue. And I saw a quote earlier this week that said, do not get excited and celebrate the closing of a sale. Get excited and celebrate the opening of a relationship. And this is really the continuation of that relationship. So once you've worked with somebody or they've bought your freebie with their email or they've purchased something from you, that's the opening of that relationship. And if you don't nurture that relationship and continue it, it will die and you will lose that person as a client. So I recommend to do this 2 times a year at the very most. I don't want people overloaded and bombarded by me. They already get my emails. They already know I have a podcast. They already know that I'm out there. They're reminded of me in that way. But to reach out and say, hey, I care about you as a person, and I would like to know about your life, and I want to get to know what's going on in your world. That is so, so powerful for clients, and it really does kind of give them this loyalty bond with you that allows them to say, hey, the next time I need something or I know someone who does, the first person I'm going to think of is the person who's my friend, the person who actually does care about me and my family and my business. So hopefully that'll be helpful to you in your sales and marketing. Talk to you next time. Okay. Yeah, you kept doing it. Stop.
I did not. No, I didn't. I didn't do it one time during that.
Yes, you did. I saw your nose peek in.
My what?
I saw your nose peek in.
No, I didn't.
All right, I'm going to do this one. Is it ready?